gentlemen, welcome back to Dark Chronicle again, me, TheLonesomeRavidor, as we continue to adventure around Mount Gundor, and hopefully we just find out what the hell is going on in this place. To be fair, we've taken a long time, we haven't actually had that much of like a story boss or anything as a whole there, to be fair so far, but hopefully I guess we'll find out some more stuff soon. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's pop on over to the next level. I doubt we're going to be able to do that one. Attack and defeat all enemies using the monster transformation. No. Okay, I'm gonna have to say a big ol' N-O to that bad boy. Alright. But, yes, so ladies and gentlemen, now, in this episode, I promised in the previous one that I'd actually start talking about the kind of topic I brought up in the previous one. I didn't actually finish in this one. Sorry, I didn't actually finish, so I'm going to finish it in this one. Basically, we're going to be talking about the Resident Evil 7 demo. Now, I know a lot of you guys might be like, come on, Jordan, this is Dark Chronicle, why are we talking about this? In all fairness, a lot of these kind of floors are quite quiet and stuff like that, so I do like to kind of talk about random shit. So I apologize if this is boring for you guys at all, but nevertheless, I'll try and keep it nice and brief. But, yeah, so basically, ladies and gentlemen, what I've been kind of intrigued about recently is the whole kind of uproar of the, about the Resident Evil 7 demo from the original, like, Resident Evil kind of, like, fandom, if that makes sense. Now, I don't know if any of you guys are, like, at all fans of Resident Evil at all, but, basically, if you don't know what Resident Evil is kind of a classic survival horror game which came out back in 1996, and to be fair, kind of, like, shaped the future of, horror games as a whole. Like, it was, I would say, arguably inspired, either it was inspired by Silent Hill, or actually inspired Silent Hill to become, like, or be made, and, there are plenty of other, like, horror games which are made as well, which are very, very, very reminiscent of the game. Like, say, for example, Alone in the Dark, or things like, there was like an X-Files game, which is very much like a Resident Evil game as well. Plenty of other things as well. There's loads and loads of games which are very, very heavily inspired by the Resident Evil franchise. But basically, that's kind of like the important part. At the same time, it kind of is. Basically, what's happened is the most recent, like, Resident Evil demo, which came out recently, along with this, like, announcement at E3, the games kind of caused a bit of an uproar as such. Like, when I say uproar, I mean an uproar, like, within the Resident Evil community, because basically, like, I don't ever like to say, oh my god, this thing's caused such an uproar, and, like, literally 2 people said something about it. I'm kind of more saying this in the general sense of, like, fans themselves aren't really, like, looking forward to the game, if that makes sense, which is a huge shock to me, to be fair, because, like, basically, what's happened is, ever since, like, Resident Evil 6, or, like, Resident Evil, like, Operation Raccoon City, or even now, like, the Resident Evil Revelations 2, all of the fandom of the, like, Resident Evil games have always said, oh, we wish they'd go back to survival horror, wishes horror, blah, 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 blah. And, like, I'm so surprised that basically when they finally release a game, which is, like, so horror, they're just like, oh my god, Resident Evil's changed, it's not the one it used to be. And it's like, are you being serious? Like, so many people out there complained that, like, the games, Resident Evil 6 and Resident Evil 5 were way too action-oriented. I mean, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City and Resident Evil Umbrella Corps, I think it was, are all fantastic examples of Resident Evil games being way too action-oriented, which I agree with. They were very, very action-oriented, with arguably Resident Evil 5 being much less. Resident Evil 5 was very, very true to Resident Evil 4 style and very, kind of clever methodology of doing stuff where it's very, very well, I guess I've got a very good tempo to it, I suppose. It's sort of like, it's very, I don't know, very, very good at doing what it does and stuff. And it's a very, absolutely fantastic game as a whole. But, in a whole, though, I mean, so we can't really argue the fact that they did all entirely change from what they were back in, like, good old 1996 when they came out with the very first Resident Evil. But basically, obviously, I just don't understand really, like, why all the fandom are kind of, like, so up in arms about it. I mean, literally, everyone's just been talking about, like, the main thing everyone seems to keep going on about is just the fact that, oh, it's in first person, which is just, like, are you being serious? Like, I mean, is that really going to change the game that much? Like, if you really think about it, like, I mean, the first-person aspect of games, like, if you go back and if I go out and if I go, like, back into my living room right now and play GTA, I'm sure for a fact that me playing GTA in first person and playing in third person is not going to give me a different experience. Either way, it's going to be GTA. It's going to be a game which I know, and I haven't actually played that much of, but nevertheless, well, that's not really kind of the topic of the situation. But like, I know about and I know how the game's going to play. I know how it's going to act, and I know for a fact that going first person or third person is going to have the same effect. And I just don't think, like, if they want, like, the fact is that people just don't seem to understand is that games have just really moved on since Resident Evil 1. Like, Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 can get away with having, like, the stiff camera angles, the extremely just weirdly dodgy kind of, like, shooting mechanics, which kind of works just because they just made the game kind of more static and more kind of claustrophobic. But at the same time, I'm 100% sure that I can guarantee you right now that like the director of the Resident Evil game, like Resident Evil 1 for example, I've completely forgotten his name. I'm 100% sure he never like wanted the game to turn out like that. I bet you anything his intention was to make some kind of like, I don't know, I guess like I'd say Resident Evil 4 was probably his intention of what he wanted Resident Evil 1 to be, but they probably had to deal with certain limitations, certain things which they had to maybe like budget cuts and stuff like that. I've never looked into this, by the way. I'm talking very theoretically, if that makes sense. I bet you anything he never really intended for the game to come out like that. I bet you anything it's very much like kind of a, I imagine it was pretty meant to be a lot more kind of fluent and stuff like that, and he just sort of had to deal with what he could do. And I can see that as such a possibility because like, the way that they developed and stuff like that, especially the fact that like the same director of Resident Evil 1 is the same director that directed Resident Evil 4, and you sort of see the whole change of like what Resident Evil 1 was to what Resident Evil 4 was, and even with like the Resident Evil remake, for example, like the Resident Evil remake was such a jump from number 1, it just sort of like improved the graphics, improved the gameplay and stuff like that, and it made it much more of like a smoother, playable kind of feature as a whole. And what people don't seem to understand at the moment is that like people just like aren't able to sort of play horror games in the same way as before. Like say for example the end of that feature in Resident Evil 5 where during one of the DLCs, I'm sorry I kind of burped away there, during one of the DLCs they we're kind of like generally talking about, no, sorry, I can't even say talking about, my words like blah, blah, blah. Anyway, but yeah, so basically kind of like during one of the DLCs, the big thing that's kind of going on was obviously the fact that you could, during the kind of mansion situation, basically, I can't speak. During one of the DLCs, you kind of have to like hunt down Wesker for a bit, and it's kind of like a mansion scenario again, very, very similar to the Resident Evil 1 situation. You even have to find stuff to go into a gate below the stairs and stuff like that. Very, 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 very similar. But like, one of the things which people don't understand is that as soon as they added that feature of like the stuck camera angles and playing exactly the same way as Resident Evil 1 did, and like Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, people just were very uncomfortable playing like that after playing such a smooth and kind of like such a naturalistic kind of like play styles before, and it's such a weird jump between the two. And like horror games have developed so much since what they used to be before, and like games like PT are just purely a sign of what they really should be. I'm not saying like this specifically this like. Now, because a lot of people could probably say that arguably maybe Resident Evil trying to rip on like what PT actually is and stuff like that, and I don't think it's right to really say that. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. No. Okay. Because really, in all fairness, I think it all like as like both PT and the new Resident Evil game are purely Sony based. I'm pretty certain what it actually is the is like less than them actually being like more. Oh, we'll just that worked out well for them. We'll do the same kind of thing for us. They've more gone for the methodology of doing it that they want to create something which is very similar to what they know has gone down well. So like, as in, they know for a fact that this is what gamers like, this is what just general people enjoyed, and what people went on about for freaking ages. And they know that this, like, they probably had someone out there who did loads of research and stuff, and sort of understood what kind of game gamers wanted as a whole, and what kind of like horror games like people actually enjoyed now, if that makes sense. Like, in all fairness, I just don't see it right to kind of blame Capcom for making this kind of game, because in all fairness, like they've made a game which they, in their eyes, in like the developers' eyes, the producers' eyes, the fucking stockholders' eyes as well, they see in their eyes this is a game that horror gamers and PC, like PlayStation games as a whole, want to play now, because the uproar about PT was just like a crazy amount of people want to play that game. A crazy amount of people are so excited about a bloody playable teaser that they really want to buy the game just right then and there. Like the amount of like money that like some consoles went for having PT on there straight away was crazy and stuff like that. And it's just. It really just throws me for a loop, the fact that like we can even complain that a game has been so inspired by something which has done so well based on a demo that you can't blame them for being so inspired, if that makes sense. I just don't think it's right for us to kind of be like, oh god, they ruined Resident Evil, blah 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 blah. I just don't think it's really right for them to have that opinion, but I don't know. I mean, in the end, it's people's opinion. I'm not going to be like, oh, your opinion's wrong. Because I mean, in my opinion, I think they're not being quite as generous to Capcom as they should be, because they're making the first steps in the right direction. Because a lot of people, all they've ever said before is that action's the wrong way to go, don't do action. And now they've listened to you, they're actually kind of gone, okay, after making Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil Revelations 2, Operation Raccoon City, Umbrella Corps, we'll finally listen to you actually make a horror game. Now everyone's like, oh, it's a horror game, what are you doing? And I don't know, I don't know, I don't really kind of understand. I mean, but yeah. But I mean, anyway, so let's kind of like come off the topic of me actually ranting at the people that are annoyed about the game. Basically, one of the things I do actually want to talk about was my kind of opinions on the demo as a whole, and I thought it was okay. I thought it was. Oh, Okay, that was an anticlimactic final battle. He just blew himself up. But yeah, so like my opinions on the demo as a whole, like my actual general opinions of what I've kind of saw, like from the demo, like when I played it, it was alright. It was pretty good. Like, I mean, from like a horror game, you could feel the PT in it, which is not a bad thing at all. But like, I don't know, I didn't really think it was amazing. I didn't think it was like truly terrifying. When I first played it, I was like, because I don't like, I have to admit, as much as I really enjoy playing horror games, like I don't always enjoy playing the scary ones by myself. Like, I do want to go through and play Outlast at one point, like back on my PS4, because I think that's quite easy to get trophies on. And yeah, so like at one point I do want to do that, but at the same time I'm kind of a little bit nervous doing that because I am quite I get easily spooked by myself, if that makes sense. And yeah, so it required me to be in a bit of a ballsy attitude to actually take that on. But I don't know, I was a little bit nervous at the start, as I said. It's just sort of like a very I'm just quite surprised from the Resident Evil fandom that they've been so just up in arms about it. I mean, I don't know, I'm not really mad at them, to be fair, because I entirely respect everyone's opinion. I don't ever think anyone's opinion's ever wrong. But I was so surprised that people were just so generally mad about it. And I mean, because this is something which a lot of people, like, say for example, if you're a general kind of, you like Resident Evil, but you don't like a hardcore kind of fandom of it, you might kind of miss this kind of aspect of it. I'm not saying this is important. I'm not saying you should go out and write your like 10 essays on it or something like that. But like, it's just kind of unusual to kind of see two different aspects of it. Like, I was, oh, come on, seriously, that was entirely my fault. But it's okay. All right, so let's give it. Let's give that a go again. Alright, shit. Alright, this, okay. A little bit, I'm not too used to the kind of power levels just yet. I think that's going to be way too light, but we'll give it a go. That is, I don't know, that's fine. Alright, okay, so how many, do we have? 2 more? Oh, okay, 2 more, okay. So, alright, so if we give that a there, ooh, that might be just way too powerful, but let's find out. Alright, and back a bit, pull it back. Ooh, okay. Now this should be a bloody hole-in-one, this should be, laddie. Alright, so there we go. As ever, I completely What? What is it? What? Oh, come on. Oh, that is jammy, no! Okay, I'm gonna have to kind of rely on the heart of the cards here. Okay, so... Oh, okay. Oh. And can I... What if I want to go back to... Okay, so if I just, like, go there... Okay, so I always forget. Okay, I'm going to go for that. I'm going to miss on it. It's going to be terrible. I always forget if it's the same color or the different color. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. All right. Every single time. I don't know how every single time I play this, I'm always like, is it the same color? Is it a different color? I've done these so many times now, every single time I forget. Anyway, distortion repaired. Ta-da! You want a sweater, you got a medal. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Fantastic, sweet. Okay. Hey, level up palace. Actually, I'm taking 2 of those bad boys? Damn, son, that's actually pretty badass. Okay, so, is there anything actually we can sort of like... Wait, did I... Okay. I like that as a single synthesis point, ready and waiting for me. Okay, so did I... Oh. Ooh, I actually realized I had some 8 synthesis points for this bad boy. Nice. Okay, let's go for some Cyclone. Why not? Let's go for 3 of those bad boys, because 19 might be the amount we need, and I'm never too sure. Let's give it a go. But, yeah, so that's kind of my general opinion on the Resident Evil like games as a whole, and my kind of like opinion on the backlash on it and stuff like that. But, generally, I'm really excited for it. As I said before, I am a bit of a sucker for Resident Evil games, but nevertheless, I'm still going to play it, like, because I actually do want to, if that makes sense, not just because it is a Resident Evil game. But yeah, so I'm generally very excited to see what they do and how it officially comes out and how it, like, officially looks, because supposedly the actual demo footage in the game is actually going to be officially in the final game, and, so it will be quite intriguing to see how that actually turns out and stuff, so... Yeah, I mean, I was quite happy during the demo actually to see a bit of like a nod to Umbrella Corporations as well. Basically, there's kind of like a picture in the game at one point where it shows like an aeroplane with like not an aeroplane, sorry, a helicopter. I think that's what I was trying to say. I've kind of mixed up I can't speak helicopter and aeroplane together there, but anyway. But yeah, so basically, like, there's a picture of a helicopter where it has like an Umbrella logo on there, and it says like, "Are they watching us?" Which is quite cool. I actually really quite like that because it does kind of show that the Resident Evil game kind of like knows what its origin is, if that makes sense, because I was kind of worried that like because it looks so different, because it was so different, I was thinking, great, are they going to forget about the other games, just going to make a complete reboot or a refresh? Because in all fairness, like, if you watch like, the if you actually play any of like the Silent Hill games, you always never really kind of feel a link between all of them, if it makes sense, except for some of the more wacky endings of I think 2 and 3, where you can like, actually like you actually get kidnapped by the previous people who were in the game before or something like that. It's something strange like that happens, but yeah. Yeah, so really, like, that's kind of like, I was kind of worried that, like, they had kind of, like, gone away from it so far, because, as I said, if it was very, very heavily PT inspired, then I was kind of worried they would do the same thing as PT and kind of look very, very different again, if that makes sense, just basing that off. I mean, no one actually knows what PT would actually been like, which, in all fairness, is a shame, because supposedly when it was actually, very close to actually being released, well, sorry, when the playable teaser came out, it was, like, about, I think didn't they say like 70 or 80% done by that point or something like that? It was something crazy like that anyway, but, oh, this is an excuse, isn't it? Damn son. Pains in the neck. Only Max's gun sounds bloody beautiful. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna do this time. I'm gonna focus, I'm gonna just use my gun this time. I'm gonna focus like a mouse. I don't know, that's like a mouse. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, had a bit of a stroke for a sec there. Anywho, but yeah, so I'm genuinely very excited to see what's going to happen with the kind of series as a whole. I'm kind of like glad because they have confirmed that the storyline in which it's going to follow will actually be continuing on from Resident Evil 6's story, which in all fairness is quite a crazy one, to be fair, because I don't know if any of you guys basically heard about, or actually watched any of the, or like, I can't speak, watched or played any of the Resident Evil 6 game, but basically the story just goes a bit nuts at one point, because basically like you're in the plane with like Leon and I can't remember her name, some brunette lady, I can't remember her name properly, but basically you actually both like kind of crash your plane straight into China, and then the whole of China becomes infected with Resident Evil zombies, that kind of all kicks off and stuff, and yeah, so it kind of like just literally goes from 0 to 60 in 3.5, to be fair, so yeah, so it's quite an unusual one, as I said, it's quite an unusual kind of like turn for it to suddenly do that kind of stuff, but I'm alright with you, I don't really need that kind of stuff, nope, okay, I for some reason expect another mimic then, but that's okay. Okay, so yeah, we may as well go back down and kind of explore that bottom area first. But yeah, so like, I'm kind of intrigued to see how they're going to kind of take all that into account and continue it on, because I mean, especially if they specifically said, oh yeah, this continues on from the Resident Evil 6 story, because like to most people, any actual like Resident Evil fans who are actually quite excited for this one are kind of like, okay, that's kind of nerve-wracking because of how like tremendously, like kind of like crazy this number 6 storyline was, but yeah, so it's going to be quite unusual to see what kind of happens as a whole, so yeah. One of the things I am intrigued about, though, is because they have said about recently how the character in the game is going to be a brand new character, something we haven't actually seen before. But apparently someone who's kind of like a casual guy, like not someone who's like super roided out, like Leon, or well, actually roided out. I say Chris is probably the most roided out character, but like say for example like Leon, who's super charismatic and charismatic and like really like just kind of good at his job, if that makes sense, at killing zombies and stuff, and I think supposedly it's going to be just kind of like an average Joe kind of character, if that makes sense. So, yes, it'll be very, very intriguing to see what kind of happens as a whole. So, it will be intriguing. But I'm excited for it. As I said before, ladies and gentlemen, I think I actually did talk about a little bit about the Resident Evil 7 game before in one of my previous episodes, but I'm just generally super duper excited about it. I really, really am. So, I'm very, very excited to see what happens as a whole. And as well, another one I'm actually so excited for, which I didn't actually see. Well, unless I kind of completely missed it, anything about E3, what's the whole Ni no Kuni 2 stuff? So that actually would be quite cool when that comes out and stuff, so that'd be quite cool to kind of play that. Ni no Kuni is actually one of the games which I do eventually want to play on my channel at one point. It's going to be a while to actually get the chance to, because after I finish this, I'm going to start doing Dragon Quest 8, and once Dragon Quest 8's done, that's when I'll start doing Ni no Kuni, because I actually did promise kind of doing that at one point. But, yeah, so it's going to be kind of an intriguing one to finally do that, because actually, I have only ever got to the point in which you kind of defeat a big boss, so I'm going to say that, and if any of you guys have played the game before, it's one of the biggest bosses in the game, and yeah, I got up to that point, and I had to actually stop, because I was playing on my girlfriend's PlayStation, and that was back at her house, and I actually never got the chance to kind of go back and kind of play it again, if that makes sense, and yeah, so it's basically, the only reason being because that I wasn't like anything terrible, it's just because she went back to uni and stuff like that, and it was kind of like, okay, and I didn't really get a chance to sort of play it again, but yeah, I was only 90% heartbroken, it's okay. Come on, Griffin Soldier, time to die. It does really remind me of Ni no Kuni playing this game, though. Just like just the way the game kind of feels and moves and stuff as a whole, it really does. It just feels super duper Ni no Kuni at the same time. It feels like a perfect combination of Ni no Kuni mixed with Dark Cloud just straight away. It's really quite cool. I quite like it. Oh, words are fucking terrible these days. Anyway. I have actually noticed my speech is getting slowly and slowly much worse, which is generally kind of terrifying me because, like, I do like speaking, if that makes sense. It sounds terrible to say, but like, it does really kind of scare me, to be fair, because like I've been speaking at work and stuff, and my speech just generally sometimes just gives up on me, and I'm quite kind of worried about that because I don't want to become something which is permanently wrong with me, if that makes sense. Because I've always kind of spoke very clearly, and I still speak quite clearly now, but like, I always feel myself kind of getting a bit overlapped with myself at the same time. It's quite scary how often that can happen, but yeah, it's a very unusual kind of case and stuff like that. But yeah, well, not unusual. I'm sure there's a million and one people that actually kind of suffer from the same thing I do. But anyway, all right. So I think we did manage to level up our bad boy gun again. A fucking 12? Did I level up twice? Bloody wait! Did I actually do anything with that again? No, I didn't, did I? I think I just leveled up again. I completely ignored it. Anyway, so okay, so lightning, exorcism, and scale. Okay, so. Let's go for... Let's do exorcism, why not? We'll do one exorcism just because that might just be... Okay, we'll do 2, why not? It might just be 50 or probably, I mean, potentially 55 after this one, so let's give that a go, see if that's the one. I mean, in all fairness, we can actually level this up until we actually defeat the right kind of enemies, but nevertheless, we still kind of get it all ready and raring to go when we do actually face those guys. Okay, so clearly the exorcism is going to need a bit of a boost, so if we go for... we'll do, like, I'm feeling really ballsy. I'm gonna do 6, why not? Or 16 even, I don't know how much it was. Or 6 Simpsons points, why not? Well, that's probably, I don't know. 55, jumps to... Dun-dun-dun, 73, dun-dun-dun. Still not enough, bloody hell. That's a lot of the good old, 52 points we need for that bad boy. Exorcism points is the one. But yeah, so I apologize if I've rambled on a bit too much today, ladies and gentlemen. I've kind of wanted to... I kind of nearly messed up then. Alright, we'll do the full 4. We may as well just kind of get all that stuff done. But yeah, so like, I've kind of like, I am very, very excited for the whole Resident Evil game, though. Don't get me wrong, I'm not kind of criticizing it. Well, I am kind of like, arguably kind of questioning it in the sense of what I'm doing rather than criticizing it. And I'm just really, really excited to see what it has, like, kind of in store for us as a whole. I'm quite intrigued and excited for it, like, all at the same time. So it will be quite good. I'm very, very intrigued to see what it'll offer for us as a whole, too. So yeah, it'll be good. It will be good. It will be fucking top fam. Alright, so there we go. Oh, God damn it, Mimic! Alright.
Pew 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 pew.
Oh, bloody hell. Alright, fam, calm down, calm down.
Calm down, calm down, calm down.
But, yeah, so really that's kind of my rant, or like, so kind of like conversation kind of gone on for a bit too long there, but I'm going to kind of stop that one for now. But, yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, guys and gals, but yes, I hope everyone is having a lovely day, night, or afternoon, or whatever you guys are doing right now. I hope you guys are having a nice time doing it. Obviously, you're watching my videos, so clearly you're having an absolute top-a-rooney time listening to me ramble on about Resident Evil. But, yeah, so it should be, hope you guys have a lovely day as a whole, so yeah. Alright. Oh, hello, Torre. I will please take out you, Steam Torre. The steamiest of the Torres. He's actually, Notch's brother, or not Notch, Gabe Newell, that's the one. I kind of forgot the Steam guy. I was like, is it Notch? I was like, that's not the one. Alright. Grab this bad boy. Hey! Alright. Sturdy cloth. Oh, my favorite kind of cloth. Alright, give me the chest. Some green paints. Oh, my favorite kind of paint. I love it. Alright, so come here, Griffin Soldier. Griffin Soldier? It was quite interesting day at work, actually, oddly enough. My old teacher from my previous high school, sorry, my sixth form teacher, actually was in my, came into my store to get a phone. She didn't actually get served by me, she got served by someone else. I was quite surprised by it, to be fair. I was like, oh, hello. And, yeah, it's quite a weird little situation, to be fair, but yeah. I have to admit, now I think about it, like, I can't imagine, I actually dread to imagine, like, what you guys must think I'm like at work. So obviously, I've told you guys before that I work in, like, a mobile phone selling store. And, like, you guys, like, kind of hear the really kind of worst time of my speech, like, when I, like, get really excited and really, like, happy and stuff like that. And, like, I sort of jabble on quite a lot. I'm like, blah, 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 and jabble on quite quick. I just sort of just dread to think what you guys must think I'm at work. So, I mean, I'm normally actually quite good. I'm quite calm and sort of, like, quite chilled with the customers, and sort of try and speak as slow as I can. The main reason being because there's a lot of, like, quite foreign customers which come in, and that's not like me being racist or anything at all. It's basically just me kind of commenting on the fact that generally it's quite a lot of foreign customers which come in. And a lot of time they're sort of like trying to ask me something, and then a lot of time, even no matter how slow I talk, every single time they're like, "Can you slow down a little bit?" And yeah, so I always have to sort of like kind of like mime my words as I kind of speak as a whole. So yeah, so it's always quite interesting. Anyway, all right, come on, Griffin Soldier, you can do this. No, you can do this. There we go. Oh, I almost smashed him in the face. Then I accidentally pressed the X button. I was like, no. kill. Alright, so there we go. Okay. Give me the geostone. Nom 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 nom. Alrighty. Let's grab this boulder and throw it away from the Griffin soldier. Let's quickly actually munch up some bread as well. What we got? 4 more, right? But fuel, bloody hell, they don't like give me any bread anymore. Crikey. Alright. Sorry, Griffin soldier. Gonna have to take you down, buddy. It's okay, buddy. You just stay there. You're right. I'm just letting you keep shooting you. You're right. It's okay. Over there. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's really annoying for some reason. I keep kind of thinking to myself, oh, you know what I should do? I should break down their health a little bit with the wrench and then finish them off with the gun, which is not really the smartest idea because that'll probably get me null and void for the bloody medal as well. So, anyway. Alright. Hello, Chesty Chest. This has been a really quiet old level, to be fair. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, the... what's it called? I don't know if this is just meant to be kind of like a mimic level, if that makes sense, because like at the start when it was like a pain in the neck, I just had the strangest feeling it was going to be a mimic level, especially as the first chest we opened was a mimic, so it's kind of a big hint of that. But yeah, it's been a bit of an unusual level as a whole. It's been very just kind of like almost surprised mimic focus as a whole. So yeah. Anyway, so what was it we needed for this bad boy again? We need exorcism. I can give it some exorcism. Okay, we'll do it. We'll give it a good load of bloody 2 synthesis points worth of exorcism. Why not, laddie? It might be 90, it might not be, it might be 100. I have no idea. Let's synthesize this bad boy across. I mean, the good thing is about this, though, as soon as I kind of like have actually managed to level out one of them, there we go. I can actually start focusing on another one, which actually then kind of increases my damage as a whole, so it will be pretty good. So what we'll do next, we'll do the lightning one. So we've got 2 synthesis points at the moment. We'll just synthesize 2 of these bad boys across. All right. Give me the lightning crystal. Nom 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 nom. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say most likely that's not 75 is what we needed for that bad boy. I'd be surprised if it is. Yeah, I was gonna say. All right, I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised, but not unhappy at the same time. All right, so. Okay, let's rock and roll, Jimmy. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say probably there's like 1 more chest inside that chest there, inside that little room there. Actually, I'd say there's actually probably 2 more chests. One's got the magical crystal, and the other one's probably got the final mimic or something like that in there. I'm not too sure, but we'll find out. Okay, but yeah, so I've probably got a bit of a long night of recording coming ahead of me. It's currently 11:30 right now at night. And I am currently going to finish this episode soon, and then I'm probably going to record 1 more episode of this. Then I'll maybe record about 2 more episodes of Ninja Gaiden, and then I'm going to have a little bit more of a sesh on the good old Lost the video games. That'd be a bit of fun, but yeah, so it could be a little bit of an intriguing night, but you know, it's all for the good of YouTube, eh? Alright, hello, Tori. Oh, hello, I wasn't expecting 2 of you bad boys. Alright, sorry, Tori, you and your kitties are going down. Oh, he's getting close. Oh, he's getting close. That's just pretty ominous, I have to admit, with the creaking going on in the background there. It's pretty spoopy. Pretty spoopy. Oh, hello. There's a fair amount of enemies left, I'll give that. Alright. Sorry, Steam Torre. Steam Torre, you're going down. Alright. There we go. And what? Alright. I found a poison apple. Beautiful. Oh, that's actually really badass. Nice power crystal. That's actually probably one of the better ones we actually could have found. Alright. Time to die, Griffin soldier. Time to die. I tell you what, actually might do that power crystals. I probably will actually add that to my the glass facade person. Not glass facade person, sorry, the glass facade, just because I sort of like want to kind of vamp up her attack and stuff like that. Because I still am dedicated, or one way, you know, determined, or whatever the word is, to finally actually get around to actually vamping that weapon up a little bit. Because every time I keep saying it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get that weapon up. I'll spend a day doing it off camera, blah 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 blah, and I just keep bloody forgetting to do it. Anyway, I got a medal. Thank you very much. Okay, why does it keep telling us about that? I will not move Max to Sveta just yet. Okay, let's just grab this. Actually, there's no point, really, is there? 'Cause actually, what will this be? Oh, that's. Okay, but quite surprised by that. Anyway, alright, so, let's just quickly... What did I pick up? There was something I picked up and I was like, oh, well, actually, oh, it was this, wasn't it? Yeah, of course it was. Spectrumize this bad boy, please. The power crystal turns into... a power crystal. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so, free, sweet. Okay, so let's just shuffle this across. We may as well. Gonna just vamp it up a touch more. Okay, +3. I am quite... You know what? I'm feeling ballsy. I'm feeling mega ballsy. Alright, so, if we... Hang on, wait. let's switch over to Max. I mean Monica, sorry. And so it's her left arm is the one we want to level up. So left arm. Yep. Okay. Oh, it's ready to level up, baby. Oh yes, there we go. All right, platinum brassard. That's actually pretty cool. Probably looks very, very reminiscent of the previous platinum weapon we had back in the other game. Yes, it does. Holy moly, it really does. Okay. We've got. Oh wow, we've got 3 different options for this one. Okay. So attack, flame, and exorcism. Attack, cyclone, and beast. Attack, lightning, and smash. I'm gonna go for this one. Just mainly for 2 reasons. Number 1, because I like flame. I think it's gonna be quite a cool weapon. And number 2, I actually have some flame already. Whereas the other ones, I have literally nothing of any of them. So God knows how high I'd actually have to climb with that bad boy. Anyway, so we'll add a bunch of flame to this one. Just kind of vamp that up a touch. Alright, so Spectrumize just 3 of these bad boys. That's my Sean Connery impression. Just give her a good slap on the face. Okay, that was a. By the way, wasn't it like a female abuse joke? By the way, that was a. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen it, but like basically, Sean Connery was interviewed at one point, just kind of generally discussing like. It sounds like a really weird topic to randomly bring up, but he's discussing the like. I don't know, like, how to treat women, if that makes sense. It sounds really, really bad, but, like, he kind of, like, supported the whole thing about, like, being able to hit them and stuff like that, which I am entirely against. I would never raise my hand to a woman. I've never actually ever raised my hand to a woman at all. Not saying, like, that's a surprise at all. I wasn't like, I've never actually raised my hand to a woman at all. Look how special I am. I mean, because that's hopefully how a lot of people are in the UK. Well, I mean, hopefully around the world, to be fair. But anyway, but yeah, so basically he was kind of talking about it as a whole, and he was just sort of like supporting the fact that, you know, you can do it in the right situation, and I'm not very good at Sean Connery, I have to admit, like, so, let me give it a go. So it's like, you can do it in the right situation, and give her a good slap around the face. It's sort of like, it's kind of like that. I don't know, I think my impression is probably entirely wrong, so I'm probably hearing it the complete wrong way. Oh yeah, let's quickly switch back to Maximilian. I do like how Monica's just not allowed to golf. Like, oh, Monica, come on, we're the men. We're out on business trips while golfing. You're not allowed to be here because you're a woman. I don't know. I hope they really don't support them kind of gender stereotypes. Anywho, let's not go on to all them topics, shall we? All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, keep it rolling, and oh, that's actually pretty good. That's actually kind of where I wanted as a whole. Well, ish. Anyway. So, okay. Ooh, hello. Hello, love. Hello, governor. Hello, Gov. Oi, Gov. That's my terrible impression of Gus from, not Gus, sorry, Yangus from Dragon Quest there. Alright, I don't... Okay. Oh, my word, that's beautiful. Bloody fantastic. I have to admit, I would love to see like some MLG shots of this game. Like I have to admit, like of like some amazing Sveta shots of her, which I've actually never looked up. But that would be quite a cool little thing to look up at one point. Okay, so this, if we give it like a too hard of a shot, that'll fly all the way over that because it's got like such a curved little angle at the moment. So if we do like a boom, go, oh, that's way too high. Oh, yes, fucking beautiful, baby. Nice. Alright, let's pick up that chest and let's head on out of here. Distortion repaired. Oh yeah, baby. You won a Sveta. You got a medal. Oh yes. That leopard print skin Monica outfit is soon to be mine, baby. Oh, damn son, indestructible coin. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright. So I don't actually know if there's any kind of benefit of actually me kind of like trying to level up the Sveta Club at all. I don't know if that will grant me anything if I actually manage to get it stronger. I don't know, maybe that actually does kind of make it a bit more of a better club. But I don't really know at the same time, because I mean this one kind of treats me quite well, I guess kind of ish anyway at the moment. So I don't know, I mean, that's a question to you guys. Is there any point in me actually leveling up the Sveta Club? I don't know why I said it like that. But is there any point in me leveling up the Sveta Club? Because I'd love to know if I actually should or should not, to be fair. Because that'd be quite cool to see what really would happen if I did, in all fairness. Like if it would become like a driver or something more impressive or something like that. But yeah, anyway. Let's pop this bad boy in. And I would love to proceed to the next floor. Hey. Beautiful. Alrighty, so yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode here, and in the next episode, we'll be continuing on through Mount Gundor and journeying across and doing that shebang. Hopefully in the next episode, we won't actually have any discussions where I won't be ranting about the Resident Evil 7 demo, so woo, let's look forward to that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys and gals. You guys have been absolutely beautiful, amazing, and perfect as per ever, and honestly, guys and gals, thank you so much for all the support you guys have been giving the channel. I am utterly blessed to be, blessed. Blessed is such a weird word, isn't it? But honestly, I feel blessed. I feel wrong saying that word. No, I honestly feel blessed that you guys just even like watch the channel at all and support my channel so much. And you guys honestly mean so much to me, and I hope one day you guys will hopefully understand just how much you mean to me one day, and I hopefully I'll be able to show it one day. But just until then, I will keep making terrible content, and you guys might possibly enjoy it. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. TheLonesomeRavidor, once again, you guys are beautifully amazing as per ever. Hope to see you guys in the next episode. C'est la vie, hasta vista, and goodbye. Ooh, watch out.